Not many, but a lot. The point of it is that I am doing the morning blessings because the morning blessings is important to me. And it's just something that I always did to communicate with family, my children first, and it spread. So we won't go there. We talked about this before. But today is April 1st. Today we dive into the spiritual pillar of the 5 pillars of prosperity. The wake-up call, that is what it is, the wake-up call for you. Whoever you are, the wake-up call. You know, the silence and the call, that is really what it's all about. Silence is through that you hear the call. Most of us, listen carefully, because I want you to get into the depth of it. Most of us are living like spiritual refugees, searching for a home in other people and in other people's approval. You get that? Waiting for someday that arriver arrives. Many of us start our journey that way. We are like refugees looking for a place, looking for somebody to give us their approval. Yes, you can stay. Yes, you are good enough. But you know what? If I told you that the joy you have been chasing outside of yourself is actually a prisoner inside of you. If you have placed your spiritual prosperity on the belief that someone else holds the key, then you are locked out of your own heart. Think about it. If you are sitting here and you're thinking that somebody outside of you is determined and they are going to make it okay, they're going to give you approval that you're good enough, that you can do it, that you have a special creative gift. Maybe it's a simple one. And if you're waiting for that person, that special person, how many of you have heard somebody say, so and so does not make me happy? It's the first day of April. We are breaking the locks today. All these locks you put your heart in, your soul in. I'm Tessa-Marie, and I'm telling you, this is the morning blessing that will help you to break that lock, break free. You don't need anybody. It's the sovereign soul. It's your soul. You don't need anybody to tell you you're good enough. But if you keep looking over your shoulder for somebody to say, yeah, go ahead, and they do, then you're following their plan. What about yours? Break the lock. Break it. Find a way to get loose, get out of that. So what I'm about to tell you, though, your soul was never meant to be a tenant in someone else's house. Your core, when you're looking for that soulmate, when you're looking for that person that will complete you, why? You don't have a place to live? Are you really a refugee of your own making? That's scary. For you to suddenly wake up and realize, I need this person to complete me. And I'm hoping and praying and beseeching that they show up and they make it good for me. But no, they're not going to do that. The truth is, when you believe that your joy, your happiness, and your self-acceptance, that's the big one, comes from someone or someplace outside of you, you have effectively handed over the keys to your kingdom. You are a king. You are a queen. You're a creator. You can create things. You can do things. But somehow you have given away the right for you to be you by depending on another human being to complete you. How many legs do you have? Check them out. You have 2. So you're already completed. Eyeballs and a head and a body and a brain, and you're thinking, and you can point a button and press and do all the modern things. And you're waiting and you're hoping that when you swipe, or whichever direction people swipe looking for a significant other, that they will give you the joy you need, your happiness and your self-acceptance. It doesn't come from anybody. It is already inside of you. It comes from you, and you are the best person to go pull it up. Nobody is going to pull it up for you. So you might as well get that into your head. You do that, then you are a tenant, and they can kick you out when they want. So which one of you here today that trusted somebody to help you, to guide you, to support you, to be there for you, to be encouraging, to make you happy, to make you smile, to give you the joy, to tell you, to accept you for who you are, not asking you to get your hair done, get your nails done, change your clothes, have a shower. That is somebody running you. Maybe it's a good idea, but they're running you. Can't you not make those choices yourself? Yes, you can. But if you give them that much, when are you going to be able to pull the key back? When? You think you'll get your key? No, you won't. So when you believe that, the point of this thing is when you believe that your joy, your happiness, your self-acceptance come from someone or someplace outside of you, you have effectively handed over the keys to your kingdom. Nobody, no one can do that for you. But sometimes we feel we are not good, so we go to and we give it to them. And then sometimes, just sometimes, that tiny sometime, we realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. But then it's too late. You cannot fix it. So you have reality check. You must have a reality check in your life every now and again. If you have built your spiritual prosperity on the belief that I will be happy when they change, or I will accept myself if I get that title, then you will never truly experience joy. It becomes a moving target you can never hit. You're waiting for something to complete you. I will be great when I win this title. I'll be great when I have that job. I'll be better. I'll be accepted. People will see me and they'll see my gifts, my talents when I get this job. This is rubbish. It's utter rubbish. Nothing else. Nobody can do that. And if you get it, you better put that crown on your head and realize you're a king or you're a queen and walk believing it. Because if you expect somebody to get the crown, place it on your head, then they can take it anytime they want. It's their crown. You're just loaning it. Hi, Lord. They're just loaning it. So be careful with that. When you will never truly experience joy, and if you have to wait for somebody to put it in you, implement it, tell you about it. Every now and again, I get my own personal aha moments. I read every day. For some reason, the universe decided today was the day to wake me up quite early, very early. So I was up, I stretched, I did all the things on the bed before I got up, had my water, go through the journey, I'm meditating. I'm reading this book first, and just 10 minutes of reading, which I do every day at minimum. So I'm reading this at that time, early morning, very early. Wasn't even 5 o'clock yet. And I just realized from what this woman was saying, sitting at a table in New York City with all these amazing human beings. And she said, all they were talking about is all these people that are so wonderful that they know, dropping names right, left, and center. And she said, when I saw my Midwestern values was just doing, what is this? She said, I could never be a New Yorker. If that's how I have to live my life, I can never be a New Yorker. Just dropping names of people that they can do this for you. This person is that. And you know what? They're so wonderful, they're so great, they're so rich. And she said, stop looking at that to herself. And she sat back and she thought, I'm going to listen to this because I needed that lesson. I needed to be here today to see this and hear it. Her awareness opened in that moment. And she said, wow. And when I was reading, when I was done, I closed the book, put the marker back in, sat down, and I go, I don't need anything. I just remember the Deserator. There's always going to be people that are greater and better than you. There's always going to be those that are bigger, greater, more amazing than you are. And that's great. That's wonderful. But looking back and seeing the devastation of your life is not the real thing, is it? It doesn't come back. It's gone. And the point of it, you've survived it. You are here. When you are here, and what matters is if you want to look at all the times when you felt that you were on your knees and the world was coming to an end and nothing worked. Whether you were crying for your children, you were making choices that you had to stand up with them. You made choices, your family made choices, your spouses made choices, and you had. But somehow, some way, you got out of it. And you are wondering whether things work out for you. Trust me when I tell you it always works out. And you do not need anybody to tell you it will work out. Just believe it. Even when you feel the ground beneath you is sinking, say, I will get there. I must get there. I always get there. I always succeed. I know when you're in the middle of the sinking mud and you know it's right up to your lower lip. If you do not keep your lip closed, you'll be swallowing mud and you'll choke to death. Still believe one day the sun will shine. Still believe somehow in that pile of mud you're sitting there, a boulder will find its way underneath your feet and lift you up. It's always going to work out. It always does work out. So if you want to check back at all the times you succeeded. Check back of all the times a boulder came underneath your feet. Of all the times a rope swung across your face and you grabbed it and found your way out of the mess. Instead of looking at all the times you failed.